this is what they have. They've been winning 6 straight games. Middleton out of the Kumbo and Henson. Joe Prunty 18 and 14 as a head coach. The Bucks are 41 and 36.
They do a great job. They play hard. They come at you, and we're going to talk about that a lot tonight.
Giannis open.
Player and one of their other best players for much of the season, and they're doing that with injuries. It's incredible.
Kadeem Allen, rookie from Arizona.
In my Taco Bell points, the Bucks have to play hard, not just in this one, but every night. But against the Celtics, for sure, bring it.
Hasn't rolled his ankle a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, he had one last week and came back.
I just don't understand that. So play hard all the time, and they'll win more games.
Jaylen Brown takes it away off the glass compared to what you might see in the postseason from them.
I think they're just playing their regular basketball right.
From being pulled normally for Jabari Parker. We'll see if that plays out. It's Giannis's first.
Straight in soft touch. Middleton, that is. That's a difficult shot.
Baines off the pick and roll. Celtics, and the games have been decided by 8, 7, and 11 points.
Well,
Tighten that up.
A defensive team like Boston, you'll have a tendency to turn it over more often.
Sterling Brown on the court for the Bucks. John Henson down May.
High screen in the middle. Things like that can work out. I'll talk about it in just a moment. With Horford playing Giannis, and then there was a screen on Horford. I'll go ahead right now. What's going to the basket? Well, they get a lot of 2 chances.
You know what they're doing, John? Most teams will drive the closeout on the 3. They take it all the way to the rim. Of 20 from 3 after a 5 for 23 slump. Sometimes, John, shooters just have to keep shooting. Chris Middleton in the game. He has it in the post against Zeller. Monroe playing underappreciated.
Well, not by anyone that knows. He's he's been an all-star. Or to the basket.
Bucks moving the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Terry from the corner. Jason Terry. Simply need 2 victories. Out of the Kumbo. Unless, of course, Milwaukee loses and Detroit wins. Down 31-26 after 12 minutes. On the other side, Jason Tatum leading the Celtics with off the missed 3 by Marcus Morris. Giannis, head of steam.
And he did go get it.
Rookie from France. Monroe.
Finish.
9 points for Antetokounmpo. Game tied at 33. Morris open again. This time he already, in terms of points off turnovers, by 7.
And we've talked about how important the turnovers have been in the series.
It's hard to believe.
Especially if we get 2 to 4 inches tonight, right? It'll go fast, though.
Tyler Zeller.
Preferably both.
Baines.
The spacing, the sight lines, it's really something. I would love to have had the opportunity.
The BMO Harris Bradley Center, 30 seasons in this building, with 2 regular season home games remaining. Kyrie Irving on the shelf. He will miss the first round of the playoffs. Stolen by Parker. Bledsoe. He throws it up for Jabari. Kadeem Allen sees 2, so they go to the post left side. Horford against Henson. Baines coming in from the weak side.
But didn't see the Celtic coming from the corner.
John Henson
doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Henson blocks.
For me to protect him.
Even flinch. Jaylen Brown picks up the foul.
I got to wake him up first.
Parker for 3.
I used to give me a lot of material back in the day.
Bledsoe. Yes.
Yeah, be effective, and Leon certainly has.
Member of the 1984 U.S. Men's National. Milwaukee leading by 8. It's the Bucks' biggest lead.
Clear out. What's the old saying? A blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while. You have 5 of them.
You notice I don't like to talk about that. I mean, who likes to talk about such success? Monroe in the paint. You haven't hit any, have you?
Oh, yeah.
In a game?
No, not in a game.
They didn't have it.
No, didn't have it. ABA teams we played, I got it.
There you go.
Oh, knows
tonight.
Well, I mean, he has to be in consideration for Coach of the Year. I know there are some outstanding players like Brad Stevens.
In the Eastern Conference behind Toronto, 2 games back of the Raptors. Boston and Toronto play tomorrow night. Block shot, Giannis. He got Baines. Bledsoe dribbling, looking. He sees a wall of defenders and has to wait for Henson and some help. John Henson hanging around Giannis' feet, rolling the rebound. Boston backpedals. Here comes Giannis. You better backpedal quickly against him. Baines beat out of the Kumbo to the long rebound. There's a tip by sets up in the post. Releases and finds the shooter. 3-point make.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim. Bucks could beat them. I think you'd certainly rather draw ball.
A half game better than the Heat to surpass them in the standings. Boston apparently says, Giannis, we'll let you shoot those.
That's right.
Until you start making them. We know.
So Horford has size to play Giannis and enough quickness. So that's a good matchup, and Middleton just takes
pull up. Little strong Henson right back to him. Middleton for Henson. That's how you pay. Very nice play. Maybe he can get another one here. Working with Parker. Parker goes the other way. Bledsoe can. Bucks get it. Tyler Zeller with a touch over to Parker. Parker powers through the deep. Bledsoe to the free throw line. He kicks it out. Jason Terry right to the paint. Zeller cleaning.
Don't blame him.
Morris going right at. Takeaway. Perfect. Parker from
buying the team and keeping it here. What, 2 years later than the gift of the Bradley Center from the Pennants.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree.
The Bucks 42% of the period. Parker with the miss. Zeller sandwich. He still got it and scores. Here's Nader. Abdel Nader, 3 free throws. The Bucks have made 10. Boston has made 12. Horford, little fadeaway tonight. Giannis. Horford trying to defend him.
Yes.
Well, there are people who will be thrilled with you, and there are people who will not be thrilled with them.
Sure.
You're pretty proud of yourself, aren't you? Dropping little news on us. How about get the 7th, and Boston stays in 2. You'll see more of this in the Boston. I said it at the top of the broadcast. Milwaukee may want to play Boston, but the Celtics may not want to play the Bucks. Floor pass for Horford. He stays with it. It's an and one. 30 for 43 on field goal attempts in this 4-game series against Milwaukee. Beautifully done.
With both hands.
Jaylen Brown gets to the middle. That's the calling card for the Celtics, but you can't. He's in Philadelphia a week from tomorrow night. Giannis dancers and condolences to Craig and his family. Craig lost his father yesterday. Bledsoe, that area. Ultimately, defense wins this time. Boston takes it. Horford for 3. Ouch. Marcus Morris lets it fly. Giannis lets it fly. Head to Middleton. Chris Middleton, hard right-handed flush. Blocked. Middleton stuffed. Jaylen Brown. Middleton back. Jaylen Brown gets through. Oh, my goodness. Another look at this. I think you're right, John. I saw a little bit of a...
Right, a little bit of slap. See?
Oh.
Well,
oh. At times, Boston. Great defensive team. Bledsoe blows right by that defense.
Wow.
Bledsoe, the 5th through for a flush. Jason win 42-36. Tiebreakers keep Milwaukee in 8th.
You're a bit redundant on that, Jim.
If Detroit